All right. It's me, Ever Be Spooky Girl. So now remember what I said to y'all. A lot of stuff that happens is based on free will. Free will. Y'all remember that I said that to y'all. And that's just my thoughts on it. Is that, you know, um, I just wanted to add a little bit more. Then I'm going to be done. Hitler couldn't have did it all by himself. He couldn't have. You know? So we have to take the blame for some of that. Yes, a lot of the Jews, a lot of them was innocent. You know, those were innocent Jews, kids and stuff. But it was a lesson that had to be learned. And it was a very costly, painful one. But it had to be learned. You know, and you know, I want to say, you know, we have lessons to learn, and, some of them will be painful and very costly. Human life, emotions, friendships, marriages, it's all part of learning. And I don't even guess you can go through life without some type of suffering, because it helps you to learn, some type of pain, whether it be emotional or physical, is just part of growth and learning. It just comes with the territory. You're just not going to sail through life. Now, I understand that slaves, we were innocent, and I understand the Jews were innocent. So I want to come back and touch on that. Why didn't God step in? And again, this all speculation. I don't know nothing fact, and I know y'all know that. These are just my opinions, but Hitler could not do that by himself. You know how much free will it took to get that going, to actually get that off the ground, everything that he did. It took a whole lot of people using their free will for evil, following Hitler. You get what I'm saying? You can't want to take some things out of the Bible, you know what I'm saying, for fact, and then, play around with other stuff. Again, if you want to believe, some of the stuff that's in the Bible, we're not supposed to idolize, material things, people, stuff like that. Okay, so we wasn't supposed to idolize Hitler, and I hate to say the Jews were a sacrifice, but if you're looking at it from God's point of view, you know what I'm saying, it's a lesson we had to learn. Religious people don't want to hear that. They just want to blame it on Hitler and demons. They don't answer why God didn't help. I done touched on this a couple of times too, because he gave us free will, and again, Hitler couldn't have did all of that by himself. He couldn't have took all them people and did all them people, and he couldn't have did all that by himself. So, people used their free will to join in with him. He had help. That's a whole lot of free will. So nobody, you gotta put blame where it's due. Do I feel in my heart that, that much life, it depends on, what God was thinking about. If you believe in God, some people don't. If you believe in God, what his decision was on that. I don't, you know, particularly, like, um, you know, innocent kids and things be, you know, have to, them being used for us to learn lessons and stuff. But then, we don't make those decisions if that's indeed what happened. It happened because we used our free will to idolize a crazy, evil man when we could have just said no. He crazy. This is not right. And it never would have happened. So you still got to go back to free will. Things that are happening to the babies and the kids and all of that stuff. Everybody talking about God didn't do this and he don't do that and he don't exist. This is free will. You don't even know if doctors and stuff is doing this stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Why the baby was born with cancer? That's an innocent baby. Free will. You either want it or you don't. He gave it to us. We done made a mess of it. Period. He can help us with things. He can change our life. Send the angels in for those of us that believe in him. But, if you don't mess with him and you don't believe in him and, none of that, then don't be, right. You get what I'm saying? He's not, you have to have some type of connection with him. You can't just call on him, when you in trouble or you got some issues. Not saying he won't come and help then. I don't know that. I'm just saying that, if you deal with him, you deal with him. And a lot of people say, he don't answer their prayers. That's sad. Newborn kids with cancer and stuff. I don't know what to say about all of that. Is the government putting stuff in our food? They give the pregnant woman a shot or something. Did something happen with the husband before he impregnated her? You get what I'm saying? Like the government is doing a whole lot of stuff. And I'm not even trying to blame everything on him. I just don't see God giving a child cancer. I don't see that. It could be all due to free will. Somebody somewhere we don't know about is doing stuff. And then you go, why he allow it to happen? You get what I'm saying? It's free will. This is how we done messed up so many times, Free will. The Bible says, you listen to them stories, he stepped in a few times and, corrected some stuff. He may have changed his mind about some stuff. Religious people don't want to hear that. He changed his mind. He coming. We in the end times. For people in third world countries that's been starving, them people you see, hungry with the flies all around them, it's been the end times for them forever. We have a war, we out of fuel, kids killing their parents. It's the end times. You get what I'm saying? It's been the end times. People kill me with that. Some people, it's always felt like the end times for them. Now, that being said, stop blaming demons all the time. Humans is responsible for a lot of stupid stuff too. Maybe God just don't step in because we have lessons to learn. We have to go through the motions. Is that okay or not okay? Or, I really don't know how to feel about that. Because you can't have it both ways. You want your free will or you don't. Just because some people gonna do the wrong things with free will. They gonna experiment with our babies. They gonna give us shots that really ain't what they say they are. They gonna poison our food. It's all what people is doing with their free will. They're going to idolize a crazy man that's going to kill 1,000 people. And we supposed to learn from that. You know? If God step in, get rid of Hitler, do this and that, and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? We learn nothing from that. Because he's coming. God gonna take care of this. You know what I'm saying? He letting us clean up our own shit this time, probably. Y'all clean it up. Everybody run into that Bible and go by that Bible, which has been altered. You know. Maybe he ain't coming with the flood and you know, and all the other stuff, the locusts and, you know, all them other stories out the Bible. You know, maybe he just gonna sit back on this one. But religious people don't want to hear that. He coming. He coming again. You know, maybe he changed his mind. Can he change his mind? Maybe he decided to do it different. I'm not saying we don't go to heaven. If you praise God and you living your life right, that he ain't got something good for you. I'm not saying that. I just don't think it's here on this planet. I think when you die and shed your earthly body, you spiritually move up. You know, if that's where you're at spiritually. I mean, you know, I think it all depends on your heart and how you live. But I think, you know, even if he planned on doing something, you know, like that, you know, with the paradise on earth and stuff, it seems like he tried it a few times and it just didn't work out. Because we take the free will and just do really nasty things with it. So maybe we just living our lives out. You still serve God. He still got something good for you. You still may go up to heaven with him. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't got nothing to do with earth. It's just, you know, this is one of the processes that we go through to get to, you know, back to him. We don't stay here and we don't come back here unless we need to. You know, and that's another story, reincarnation. I don't, you know, that's for a whole nother day. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You know, understand, I'm not saying people that don't praise the Lord and follow the Lord, you know, ain't got nothing, you know, something good coming for them. I've never said that. I just don't think it's going to be here. You know, and again with the religious people, they don't think God can change his mind. You know, maybe he want to do something different. I know what the Bible say, and you know, he following those guidelines. Just like I said, you know, about the trends and, you know, the different animal. You know what I'm saying? Religious people don't understand that God can change his mind and might do something different. They don't see that. They you know, limit him to the Bible and churches. That's it. He's nowhere else doing nothing else. You know, I know the Bible, you know, what they say that the Bible says. And like I said, I don't really, you know, I really do believe religion is a part of control. It's a money-making entity. And it's control to keep people in line. If you don't do this or that, you go to hell. You don't go to heaven. You know, maybe we die if we act right down here and go to a heavenly place. Maybe we die and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But I really do believe religion, and I'm not saying don't believe in God and don't, you know, live your life good and treat people right, but I'm just saying I think the entities that they set up, the religions and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I think that they're not 100% necessary. You know, do they serve some good? Yeah, if they are righteous religious people. But they do more harm than good. You got more nasty religious people than you do right. I mean, it's the truth. They just hide behind God's name. You know, so I don't, I just think once you die, this physical life, then that's when you will know. I think if he had plans for Earth, he may have changed his mind, or that never was the plan to begin with. You know, you know, I just, you know what I'm saying? And when when you think about, you have to live your life right, and you think about what religion preaches. You know, um, it adds in the money, and then you know, the hell part, and don't do this and don't do that. You know, maybe it's a place where, people go that's not spiritually, if you die and you evil and you're not spiritually, grown yet, you know what I'm saying? Maybe there is a lower level where you go, but a burning fire in hell, you know what I'm saying? I don't personally believe that. I just believe it's a place that he got places that he put us in. It's the spiritual world. And I don't think that no religion. I actually had an argument with one of my best friends about this. I don't think no religion or no religious person has the right to threaten people with that. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, burn it in hell, because that's intimidation. That's intimidation. You get what I'm saying? So, is it a pure heart? I'm going to this church because I'm scared I'm gonna burn in hell. You see where it's a kind of control too. They scare you with hell. You know, pure heart. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of good people don't go to church for a lot of reasons. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to, touch back on that. You know that yeah, we done made a mess, and we continue to make messes, and then we look for God to step in and wipe it clean and do it all over again. And he might have just said no this time. No. Just do your thing and come on. I decide where you're going based on how you live and how you treated people. Just do your thing down here and come on. We in middle school or something here on Earth. It's a school. You know what I'm saying? Is there a paradise for us somewhere? Probably so. Depending on how we live and treat others. But I don't think it's here. I just think this is just some type of school. And when you die on from this, we don't die, I don't think we die. I just think, we shed our bodies and go head on. Anything is possible. I'm just telling y'all what I think. Nobody has to agree with it. Nobody has to be nasty and funky about it. Again, you know what I'm saying? These are just my thoughts and opinions. But yeah, we mess up things. We don't learn from the last disaster. And we constantly mess up things. And now we're sitting talking about, it's the end times. He coming. And it may very well be. I could be wrong. Let me say that. But what if he decided to do it different? He ain't coming to wipe nothing clean and start over no more. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving. I got another spot for y'all. You know, people need to know. Because I got a religious friend in Cleveland. If she ever watched this video, she gonna know I was talking about her. And we actually had a little tiff. And I guess I'm a little irritated with her. I've been knowing her for years. She's got a whole obese family. And I'm irritated about that because I know it's wrong. I have to say, God forgive me, but I think that's disgusting to have a whole fat family, you know, and as dangerous as that is, you know. But her daughter is 13 or 14, and she's like 400, 300 pounds, about 400 pounds. Really big. Yells at her, falls out, throws tantrums, cusses at her, talks back. She's scared of this daughter. And then she's got an older daughter, and that one is big too. And then she's a big, big, big lady. And I, we was talking on the phone the other day, and I don't know what happened. She just kind of brutally hung up. And she had did it a few times. And so I just finally got irritated with it. She had did it a few times, over the years, She just hang up. And so, I mentioned it to her last time I talked to her, and she was like, she didn't really know what I was talking about, probably because I had never, ever confronted her about it. But she said some things, I said some things, and then, we were texting each other, and then she was like, she's going to pray for me. And I almost was nasty. I had to catch myself because I happen to like her a lot. But I almost was nasty and said, because she sent me a text saying, well, okay, if you're upset with me. She's really religious, and I'm spiritual, so, we didn't go ham. Okay, if you're upset with me, all right then, well, I wish you the best, and she said something like, and I'll pray for you. And I had to catch myself, because I almost said to her, but I didn't, y'all. Pray for me. What I text her back was, that's what she texted me. She'll pray for me. And I text her back, you don't need to pray for me, but thank you. But what I almost texted her was, you need the prayers. I'll pray for you. But because, you need to pray for that 13-year-old daughter that's 400 pounds. How dare you say you're going to pray for me? I really, and that's why I say that bad energy entered me so quick. And I'm very spiritual. But, it be so fast. Be looking for opening all the time. And I almost gagged her. I almost drug her and her whole family. Like, really? Did you really just say you'll pray for me? And you got a whole obese family over there? See, that's what I was thinking. That's that evil, nasty. You know what I'm saying? And, something stopped me. I had my hand on the keyboard. And I said, nope, I can't do that. And I said, you don't need to pray for me, but thank you. And I left it at that. Because she's real, a laid back type person. She's not, you know what I'm saying? And she probably would have cried over me saying something like that to her. But I feel disappointed in her. You know what I'm saying? Because I knowed her long enough when the girl was just little and chubby. You know what I'm saying? And she just, she's scared of she's always scared of her. The little girl was always bad, throwing things at her head, and, she won't, stomping her feet. You so scared of your child that you let her get dangerously obese. Because you were scared of her. Now she can die. You know what I'm saying? And I actually was personally mad about that, because how do you have a whole fat family? Like, girl, and you gonna pray for me? I don't weigh that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 160. Like, girl. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I had to catch myself. Cause the weight, and I used to talk to her like, you have to get on her about the eating. Like, you gonna have to do something about that. Y'all need to go jog on the weekends or something, or what is your plan with her? I don't know. She out for school, so I could try to manage. They out for the summer, try to manage her. You ain't managing nothing. She just get bigger and bigger. Every time she send me a picture, the girl is bigger. And I just, I feel bad for her. You know what I'm saying? Because now she's 15, 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? She gonna need some surgery or something, probably. Like, how do you be so scared of your child when you let her get dangerously obese? Because you scared. Because that's what it was. Scared to tell her no. You can't have this poor child. You already had 4. You can't have a 5th one. Because she'll throw the plate at her head. I've been there and seen it. So, I just wanted to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really felt some kind of way, and I had to catch myself when she said she was going to pray for me. I really had to catch myself because, child, when I tell you that bad energy be, it be just waiting outside your door for you to open it. Like flies, you know what I'm saying? You just crack your door to get your mail or something, and 1,000 flies going, ah! That's how that bad energy be. It just be waiting outside the door. Like a hungry cat. And so I just didn't say that to her. And I thought to myself, she's been a good friend of mine for years. So, I can't do that. Because I could have really drug her. You know what I'm saying? And, a lot of times my kids will remind me, because if y'all go look at some of my comments and stuff on YouTube, I'm something to be reckoned with. I drag people a lot. And a lot of times they block and report me. I be on a lot of pages commenting and stuff. That ever be Spooky Girl. So if anybody coming and watching my videos and listening to my videos and stuff, if you know me or kind of follow me a little bit, or, I got the eyes and the key on my name. I got eyeballs and a key. You will know, some people done had run-ins with me on there, and they'll report and block me. And actually, I guess I'm kind of popular because people will comment to me on the first time I ever interacted with this person, and they'll say something, and then I'll go to respond, the first response. You know what I'm saying? I'll see they commented to me, and sometimes it don't even be nasty, but it might be not agreeing with my comment or opinion, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And, I won't even be getting ready to go and drag them or nothing, or, be mean or nothing. It's just, I'll go to respond and I can't. I mean, I'm already blocked. So it's got to the point where people will say stuff and block and run and report. You know what I'm saying? They don't want me to respond. You get what I'm saying? Because they know, or they done seen, or they done watched or seen me respond before, or they done, I don't know, but they don't be wanting to really get into it with me. They be wanting to say what they got to say, and they want to hear what I got to say. Then I got to chase them down through the YouTube streets and, go on a device that I'm not signed in on and go comment on their page or something. I have to chase them and find them. You know what I'm saying? I have the time. I will do that. You be thinking you be commenting, blocking and reporting in that order, and then they run. And when I go to respond, I can't. I'm blocked. When I try to respond back, they keep getting deleted because they'd already reported. Even if I'm not responding directly back to them, I might at myself, but just still be up under they comment. But I have to change the at because they done blocked me. Don't even know what I'm about to say, but they must have been watching me comment with somebody else. So they already know. You know what I'm saying? They don't be wanting that smoke. So I have to add it to myself. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So they can't delete it. You get what I'm saying? I can't add it to them. And then those will keep getting deleted too. So they already reported me to the page that we're on. That we're conversating on. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm not even sending the comment directly to them. But they know I'm talking to them, so they don't report it because the page is deleting my comments now. And they don't even be bad comments. They just, sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. People just don't want to get into it with me. And that's okay. If you don't want to get into it with me, then don't start. Because I have time. But for the most point, they'll comment and they'll block me and then report. I don't have a chance to do nothing. So that's how it is out here in these YouTube streets. And I was trying to cover every topic I can think of, so I won't be making another video tonight. So I'm hoping I got all the topics I was trying to cover. Okay, I did Hitler. I guess what people think is God, he's supposed to keep coming in cleaning up our mess, and he might have just decided to do something different. I know religious people, no, he didn't. He gonna do what's in the Bible. He won't go do that over there. He gonna do this over here. This is what he gonna keep doing. He can't change his mind. No. He want to make a different gender. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a different gender. It's still only man and woman. But if he want to put a woman in a man's body, he wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? If it's really real and a real thing, either God did it, because he's got the power to do it, or it's the government fucking around. If that's really a woman in there. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't used to be like that. So you got to think, where's this coming from now? Yeah, we always had gays and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But now they cutting off stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is like real serious now. So if God didn't do it and if it's really real, a real woman in that body, you know what I'm saying? Then it got to be the government screwing around. Or aliens or something. Somebody is messing around. Or either it's mental health, mental impairment. You know what I'm saying? They just mentally, something wrong with them. It's really not a woman in a man's body. It's and even if you think it's a mental thing, still government. Something they putting in the food, something they doing to even make them think that. But does God have the ability to do it? Yes. Maybe he just wanted to do something different. Just because it ain't in the Bible don't mean he didn't do it. Does the government have the ability to do stuff like that? Yeah. Yeah. They probably the reason babies is, born with two heads and stuff. That's probably government messing around with stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if they had babies born with two heads, I know they had Siamese babies born stuck together. Now you got actual people with two heads. One head worked the left side of the body, the right head, the other head worked the other side of the body. You know what I'm saying? To me, that sounds like some type of experiments. It don't really sound like nothing God would be doing. I know, you know what I'm saying? But, you got to try to, you get what I'm saying? You can't keep calling everything demonic. Yes, things are demonic, but everything can't be demonic. Some of this shit men is doing. You get what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying? You don't want to stay. Or well, God has the ability to do that, but why would he? He got to be real cruel to put a woman in a man's body. I know. I just said he can if he want to. Why he would do that, we don't know. But understand, man can do it too. They have advanced technology. They probably can do that. We just don't know. We don't know about it. They're not going to tell us. So stop blaming everything on demons. You get what I'm saying? And stop thinking God don't and can't do stuff just because you don't understand it. I had to think about that. Like, why would he do that? maybe I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really ain't no answer for it. I said, if I had to guess to see if that could still be a loving, caring, compassionate human being, it's still a human being. I don't think he meant for it to change the woman and the man body, to change anything. That's how they supposed to stay. If God made them that way, that's how they supposed to stay. That's the challenge of it all. A woman in a man body. If he wanted you to cut things off and turn back into a woman, then he would have put you in the woman's body. So if this is a real thing, that's all I'm saying. If it's real, it's not a mistake, not from him. That's how he wanted you. You know what I'm saying? You changing how he made you and cutting off things and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's disrespect. If you believe God did that, you don't believe it's the government. You know what I'm saying? Then if you believe God made you that way, you shouldn't be cutting off nothing. I don't know how you're supposed to live like that. I don't know how to answer, but you shouldn't be cutting off anything. It's just like everybody ain't born with everything. Some dudes don't have muscles. Some dudes ain't tall. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Some men have small, penises. Some have large ones. You know what I'm saying? Some girls is flat chested. Some ain't. You get what I'm saying? He designed us like he wanted to. For whatever reason. He gave my sister big boobs. He didn't give me big boobs. He gave me a big butt. He didn't give her. You get what I'm saying? That's how he wanted to make you. You get what I'm saying? You're not supposed to change that. If y'all really want to get into it, and this is why, like I said before, when people try to change their original form, let's just take out the trans. Let's even take out the sexes and the genders. You know what I'm saying? Your original form for anybody. Let's just say anybody in general. God created us all. When you try to change your form, I don't care who you are, the form that God gave you, something gonna always look off. Because that's not how he made you. You get what I'm saying? He didn't want you to have size 40D breasts. He didn't want you to have this big old duck booty. Your frame he made for a flat booty. You get what I'm saying? So when you add this big giant booty, it's just gonna look weird. A frame that's supposed to have a big booty look right on it. So when you got people going and changing stuff, to me, even if you're not happy with it, even if it looks weird, we just talking about shapes and different things. You know what I'm saying? Is how God wanted to make you. You. You know what I'm saying? That is just how he made you. A man with a real small penis probably got other things going for him. He's probably really smart, really intelligent. Not that ones with big penises ain't. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But you lack in one area, you gain in another. He's still going to have the same things that a big penis man would have. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? That's how God made him. He didn't want him to have a big one. For whatever reason. You get what I'm saying? I